Put a smile on the faces of the less privileged.
You are not.
Huh?
Sumo camera dada. Go to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome everybody to the platform. Thank you so much for joining us on Iron Journalist, My Voice, My Opinion. Please don't forget to share this program. Share this program on your Facebook page so that our friends and family can watch this show with us. Please, this is let's go like 3 minutes more while we're waiting for our friends and family. Please, this is an opportunity. Pick your call and call them. Hey, where are you? Iron Journalist is online. Today we are online on both Facebook and YouTube. So to all our friends who don't like Facebook but are lovers of YouTube, please tell them to connect right now. We'll be right back in 3 minutes.
Bàbá ìwọ ni agbára mi máa kọ́. Bàbá ìwọ ni agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ló ń bá mi ṣe agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ló ń ṣe yọrí agbára mi máa kọ́. Mo ní ọ lẹ́yìn ni mo fi ń ṣakọ. Mo ní ọ lẹ́yìn ni mo fi ń ṣakọ. Bàbá ìwọ ni agbára mi máa kọ́. Bàbá ìwọ ni agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ló ń bá mi ṣe agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ló ń ṣe yọrí agbára mi máa kọ́. ní ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ. Mo ní ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ. Bàbá bá tún dé my back, bí ẹ bá lè bọ̀ ìró. Ìwọ ló ń bá mi ṣe ẹni mi, kẹ́lọ́ fọ́lọ́. Ìwọ ló ṣe rí kì í ṣàgbára mi mà ní. Mo fi ń ṣe mo ní ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ. Mo ní ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ. Bàbá ìwọ ni agbára mi máa kọ́. Bàbá ìwọ ni agbára mi máa ṣe. Ìwọ ló ń bá mi ṣe agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ló ń ṣe yọrí agbára mi máa kọ́. Mo ní ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ. Mo ní ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ. You the height of me anytime I call you, Baba. Be my home. You want the fire, oh, there, night and you get me. And I see God, yes, I Baba, see Mama, me, everybody, already, only last to shackle. Only already, only last to shackle. Baba, money, I'm glad I be my shackle. Baba, money, I'm glad I be my shackle. Ìwọ ló ń bá mi ṣe agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ló ń ṣe orí agbára mi máa kọ́. Orí ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ. Orí ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ. Orí ọlẹ́yìn bàbá ìwọ ni agbára mi máa kọ́. Bàbá ìwọ ni agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ló ń bá mi ṣe agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ló ṣe orí agbára mi máa kọ́. Orí ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ. Orí ọlẹ́yìn ni mo fi ṣakọ.
Welcome everybody. Welcome you to another episode of Iron Journalings. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful show. Yeah, our topic today is Frenemy. Frenemy meaning a friend and an enemy. Somebody who has a combination of friend and enemy. Before we go deep, my name is Ayotunde Frenemy. Omo Baba Shekere Jesu. With me over here is,
as you know, Chibes International.
yeah, and we have Mrs. Adenike Moses on the show too. She's connecting with us. Say hi, ma.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Please don't forget, share this program. Today we're going to be doing the topic, and also if you remember last Thursday, was it yeah, I think it was last Thursday. Yeah, we did some recharge card. It's still remaining some, so I put it here. All you have to do is guess the number of the one that are remaining. So we are good to go, but not yet right now. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. So as I'm saying, our topic today is frenemy. My friend, my enemy. And they said the meaning of frenemy, they said is an oxymoron, meaning a friend and an enemy. That refers to a person with whom one is friendly, despite maybe you hate that person or you have some kind of rivalry with them. A person who combines the characteristics of a friend and an enemy. Àwọn Yorùbá sọ pé náà ló ṣe máa ń pè ó ní bó ṣe máa ń pa òwe yẹn afẹ́nilójú á ní irú ẹni yẹn ó fẹ́ èèyàn lójú á máa ṣèkẹ́ èèyàn lójú èèyàn kò ní èèyàn á fata sí ẹnu that kind of, you understand what I'm saying. So we have a story today, and the story is a story of two friends who saw themselves in a difficult situation, and this person, one of the friends, is asking for our help today. He said, I need your help, I need your advice. If you are in my shoe, what are you going to do? So let me read the story. Because of those who will be coming late, I will have to go back and refresh. But because of those people that are here, I see Mr. Raymond Ebenezer over here. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. Please, let's share this program because I think people are not receiving the notification. Please share it so that they can be aware of the of the program. I think we haven't shared it on our Facebook page yet. Let me see. It's not going through. Okay, that's okay. Please share this program so that people can be notified and they can join us. So let's go. They said, this person said, let me take you back to senior high school. That is in 2003. I had a best friend at that time, Timothy, but we all call him Timo. We were in the same house, different classes though, but studied our core subject together, we eat together, we did mischief together. I was known to be very notorious in that year group. Timo, on the other hand, was a bright boy, very intelligent, and was even a part of the award-winning science team. He always used to help me with core mathematics, especially as that was my weakest point. He said, fast forward to SSCE exam. I sat behind the mathematics book paper, shaking and sweating. I was very close to having a panic attack as I was getting nervous. I could literally do nothing in the second section of the paper. I turned to my right, as always, to Timo for help. He, on the other hand, looked very relaxed and had ordered for an extra sheet of paper. I whispered to him for help, but funny enough, Timo, for once, never even turned to look at me. I was utterly disappointed in myself for relying solely on this guy. Now, I had no idea how I was going to finish this paper. My best friend had totally neglected me, and it was something I was never going to forget. I should have just studied on my own and not relied on anyone. We left the exam hall, head straight to the house, when he approached me telling me he was not having it easy as well. That was the reason why he did not help me. That was a blatant lie. When the results were in, Timo had a straight A, while I had an E. So let me recap. So this person that we are reading the story, he didn't tell us his name, but he had a friend in secondary school, senior high school, secondary school. In 2003, they were so close. They did everything together. They eat together. They studied together and everything. But according to this guy that we are reading the story, he said his friend Timothy is very, very bright, very intelligent. But him, on the other hand, is very notorious. Like they know he's very notorious, very stubborn in that school. So Timothy, his friend, is the one that always help him, most especially in mathematics. Like he just copy, we call it a giraffe. When you are inside the exam hall and you do your this thing like this, like TOEFL break, they always do that together. They sit together, they do everything together. He said, however, during their WAEC, SSCE exam, we call it WAEC, they said they were sitting together beside each other during the WAEC and everything. The guy said the first page he was able to solve the mathematics, but the second page he could not do anything. As always, just turned to his friend, hey Timothy, please help me. The friend was like, he didn't even look at his friend like, now. He did not even answer him until he finished his own paper and everything. And after finishing, according to this guy that we are reading the story, he said I cannot even do it. So they finished and everything. They went to the house together. Remember, they are living in the house together. And the friend Timothy said, already not be now, don't be cross. Even me, I wasn't even doing very well. I was the mathematics the exam is too difficult, and that's why I did not answer you. The other guy said, it was a lie, because when the result of the SSCE came out, Timothy had straight A's, while he had E. Let's keep going. But funny enough, 10 years later, I turned out to be a finance manager in a reputable company in Accra, Ghana. Can you believe it? They said what is even more interesting is that Timo ended up as an account executive at a struggling agency. That means the boy, the guy that we are reading his story, he had a he out of the secondary school and everything. Then he said 10 years later, he became a finance manager of a big accounting company. While his friend Timothy, who has straight A's, was an account executive at another company, but that company was struggling. You know, àwọn company kékeré tó ṣe ń jíbọ̀, but the other one who had E was like in a big company tó jẹ́ pé ó gbádùn ayé as a finance manager. So he said not to disrespect all account executives, neither am I encouraging exam malpractice, but Timothy was one of the brightest prospects from our school, and we all expected him to be CEO or managing director at a big time company. He said, I'm not encouraging malpractice, neither am I saying that disrespecting any account executive, but right in secondary school, they said the thought of everybody was like, Timo, Timothy, tó bá ṣe tán ní school tó lọ sí university and everything, at least we should be seeing him in the position of a CEO, you know, somebody who has his own farm and everything, or at a big company. There's something there in America they call the Big Four. Those Big Four companies, as an accountant, looking at kankan gbà mí síbi bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa lè gba èèyàn síbẹ̀ lásán ó ti jẹun lọ, but it takes a lot of hard work and persevere. So he said that was what they were looking at. But at the end of the day, after the 10 years, maybe he went to university and everything. The company tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ was like low. So this guy said, I met him on my way to work one Monday morning in traffic. He was driving a 2012 Toyota Corolla with a woman in the front seat, whom I expect to be his wife. We exchanged pleasantries, we exchanged greetings, while I sat in my BMW X5. Can you believe it? We took each other's number and we drove off. It was nice meeting him, but I could sense he was proud of me from the words he used. I mean, who wouldn't? I became successful even though I came last in the class. That's what he said. Said Timothy called me and complained about how his job does not pay much. He begged me to help him with some connection to one of the companies I work for. I needed an assistant at that workplace, and I think you can fit that role, I told Timothy. He screamed on the phone, and I lost count of how many thank you, my friend, that I got from him. I discussed with my HR manager, and we arranged for a lucrative salary for him. He started working immediately. Since he's an intelligent person, he was able to pick up fast and immediately became abreast with the job. I usually made him handle everything while I took some days off. He became a very effective assistant, and once again our friendship rekindled. Like all the friends, not to lose ara and everything, but look at tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní secondary school and everything. You know, they are now working in the same place. The friendship rekindled. The guy who came out with an E is now the boss of a guy who has straight A's, you know, as an assistant. This is what they are talking about. They said everyone started to grow fond of Timothy. He was very intelligent and quickly slot into every situation that is needed. People began to ask him for all sorts of solutions, and he also became our managing director favorite employee. I started getting jealous of him. The managing director started having conversation with me about promoting Timothy to another department, for he thought that Timothy was being underutilized. A few weeks after the lockdown, I took a 10 days leave of absence from work to get away from the office shenanigans that COVID came with. I handed over everything to Timothy to take charge of my duties until I returned. It was just 3 days into my leave when I got an email from the board of directors asking me to make an impromptu return to the office to assist the auditor with some issue. Luckily, I didn't leave town, so I made it just the next day. The moment the meeting started, they started querying me on some shady financial deal that I have done in the past. It came as a total shock to me. How did they have access to all this information? I thought to myself, I won't lie, I am not a saint. I have been embezzling some funds into an unknown saving account, which I had access to for many years now. Timothy has dug up into my files and email as a self-elected auditor and private investigator and handed them to the auditors. After my 10 days leave was over, I returned to the office, obviously expecting things not to go so well. The very first thing I saw shook me to the deck. Timothy was seated at my desk, with his name printed on the name tag on top of the desk, which used to have my name on it. So apparently, I have been replaced with Timothy, and he was now the acting financial manager for the company. Sorry, bro. There was an internal audit, and I had to release all that information to them. He said you took the wrong time to go on a leave. Those were his words to me, and I immediately punched on him and started delivering some punches. I was quickly escorted out of the building like a common criminal. I have been very in thought lately, very dangerous thoughts. The guy who betrayed our friendship in school betrayed me again. The guy I gave a second shot to, the guy that I literally trained to be who he is today, has betrayed me. How cruel could some people be? I thought. Bro code men will always stick together as brothers, no matter what. I am currently sitting on my bed with a knife next to me, but I'm sending this out there to anyone who can help me get this dangerous thought out of my head first. I am not a murderer. How do I also get my life back on track? No company will want to work with me with this back record I have now. How do I fix this broken pen? So people, over to you. This is the story of two friends who were supposed to look after each other no matter what. According to the dictionary, friendship means you stick together through thick and thin. No matter what, you help each other out. You cover each other's secrets. That's the word friendship. That is what friends are supposed to do. So please, we want to hear from you. What advice do you want to give to our friend? Let's give him a name, Joe. What advice do you want to give to him now? He said he's holding a knife right now. Maybe he wants to kill himself. But what can you help him get this dangerous thought that is because he's so mad right now? Because my friend who betrayed me in school, my friend who I gave a second chance to, my friend who I employed into our company as my assistant to come and shop, my friend I asked come and help too, but at the end of the day he held my hands together. And the Taniko wa jọ tó wá di mi lọ́wọ́. On this talk, let's start with Shibes International. Over to you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining this program. We thank you for supporting us, and we thank God for how this program is going, moving forward. And we pray we continue to move forward in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
I give us the wisdom and the knowledge to direct it in the right way in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
We thank you, everyone. My own opinion is number one, I blame the what do you say we should give him?
Joe.
Job. Because you don't relax 100% to human being. Because we are not God. You know, when he's helping you, the fault is at your hands. Because if somebody is helping you in the school, don't relax. Because in case, even though he's helping you and you finish everybody depart, and you went to company, is he the one that will help you 100%? When you come to final exam, you have to study. You understand? Even though when you study and the little one, the boy can help you. But the boy just leave you alone. That is what is some people. We see somebody that is helping you, you just relax that he will come, John. When he come, he will help you. You see, at the last day, that's what they call human being. You are not God. And he's saying it in his mind, not that exam hall. But the only thing that the other Timothy, the mistake as a friend, is supposed to say, Frenemy, my better can well, better read. If I want to help you, I'm going to help you little one. This is final exam. You have to study. If I'm the one, I will tell that person, study. You understand? I will show you, but you have to study so that you understand. That you don't have to relax 100%. And that Timothy again have fought again. But as a human being, this thing, when I read this thing, when you said it to me, I wept. Because this kind of life is very bad. And let me tell you, having A in your class does not mean that you will be successful in future.
True.
That is many people will saying it. Because I'm having A, you are having A. You will see somebody that is even carry a load at the back and he will be successful more than you.
True.
Having A does not mean it's not certificate to success. Come on, people. People will say that more will. You may more way and the situation this is destiny. Destiny is not matter of having A. You will see some people they don't have, but they have connection. They don't have A, and they have connection. And they put them in a higher place. And when I believe that when this what do you say we should give him? Job. He realized his mistake because it's just a secondary school.
Right.
Maybe after they departed, he settled down and said, let me study hard. You don't know, maybe he went to go and retain his wife and make it. Maybe I believe that he went to go and study very well. And that one is lazy. Not that if he studied that he will not know it. Some people, they don't have time to study. Not that they can't know it, but because they are lazy. Many people, they are lazy to study. They are lazy to read book. And you see some people is very like it to read it. So that is what I'm going to say. Number one, you don't put people hope 100%. Don't rely on people 100%. You are not human being. And then secondly, I didn't blame that boy that called his friend after what he did to him. You understand? That is her life, his life. I can do that. I didn't blame him. Because many people, but now, he don't have to kill himself. He's going to make it. Let me just believe in God. And let me see what is going to be the end of that boy. They say the wicked will not go unpunished. You believe that now this is the way that you are going to treat him, my friend. The wicked will not go unpunished. He must face it. Because this is very bad. Very bad thing. Assuming that you see something that is not good in that office, you're supposed to call my friend. Already. You understand?
Yeah.
But now, he wants to push that boy away because he's believing that I'm the one teaching this boy. Now he's going to be Oga. It's like when some people that have money before. This thing, I just reason. I say, yes, you see somebody that you are giving today. He may give you tomorrow. That is how this life, that it all balance as they say it. So you have to pray very well. And sometimes life changes like this. That you don't treat somebody bad. even small baby, even though he's living with you, even though he's living around, like sometimes if I shout on these children, sometimes I will call them back because they always put that thing in mind. I will call you, hey, it's because you do that thing. That's when I shout on you. I maybe I beat you. Not that I don't love you. I really love you. So that he will know. But when you just beat him that and maybe he's a small bit, he will put it on his there on her head. Till that say, I want to see you at this time to yes. So anything that you reap in this world, you shall reap it. And number one, you don't rely on human being 100%. And when you see that time, you have know the attitude that he's not a good person. Because I can't do it. Even though we write, I didn't show you 100% of it. I have to show you little one. Not the time because he have been thinking in the mind that a man will do error after the final one. I know that he have realized. I know that he have been saying it in his mind.
True.
So that is my own. But the Joe, relax, put everything, believe that you will do good. Don't kill yourself. You are going to rise again and see what is going to happen on that your friend.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. This is Ellie Nakibaboyishines International said, Joe, relax. There is still light at the end of the tunnel. You shall rise again. There is still hope. Thank you so much for that. Over to you, Mrs. Adenike Moses. What do you think? What do you think about this story? We want to hear from you, man.
Yeah, in my own opinion, I think that Joe have some faults because when you are in secondary school, a friend out to you that they said a friend in need is a friend indeed, and you are a friend that's supposed to watch over others. Assuming I don't support examination malpractice, but this is your best friend. You are supposed to help your friend because the friend is in need in the exam. Even if we are not showing him everything, you are supposed to tell him some things, or even before you start, you are maybe you come together and do like they said tutorial. Maybe you have together and do some tutorial and teach him that this is how you are going to do it this way. And even if you did not come together, even when he's calling you in their exam hall, you are supposed to answer him because and they said they are best friends. You should not allow such to have happened to your friend. When you call someone your friend, you are supposed to love the person and show kindness to the person that you call your friend. Even when the friend is not there, you are supposed to support and you are supposed to support your friend in everything that your friend is doing. So I mean Joe, because if a person that has done such thing for you in secondary school, coming now even in your working place, you now want him to come and work with you again. You don't know that thing is going to come up again, because you are not supposed to trust. You are not only in your mama je. So you are not supposed to trust people like that. If it is in my case, I will not allow. It's not that I'm wicked, but a person that has done such for me in secondary school, and he will have, I know that guy will the Timothy will have been doing a lot of some things to Joe, which he cannot talk about. So in my own opinion, and I know that he's more brilliant than me, and I know what he can do. A person that can do such to you in secondary school, and you now bring him to your working place where you are eating, where you are making when you are making your needs, your daily needs, where you are feeding your family, taking care of your father, your mother, and others, and bringing him there. In my own opinion, I can help him search for work elsewhere, but not in the company I'm working, because only twice beating I forgot the proverb. So in my own opinion, yeah.
Once beaten, twice shy.
Yeah, I am blaming Joe for everything, because you know your friend. You call it when you call somebody your friend, you must be able to know everything about the person you are calling your friend. So you should know that he can do more than that to you. The person that you are calling in the examination, or even for him to just tell you a little and he just ignore you to the point that you are having E in that course. So I don't think that that's a friend. So, and in my own opinion, I don't think that that's the end of the world for Joe. He can still put back his life together. Even if he's not working under somebody again, he can start a business. When he prays to God, people that can come to his people can come and support. He can start a business, even he's not working under any person. I don't think killing himself is the right decision to take. He should just open on God and pray to God that God should send an helper to him. He can start a business, and from there he can be a bigger person even than when he's working under somebody. He will have rest of mind, and he can achieve greater things in life. So that's my own opinion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. You said you can achieve greater things in life. Don't relent. There's still hope. Hope, hope. Thank you so much for you. Very much, Ma. Because of those people that are joining us, I told you we have to go back to the story, refresh it so that people can understand and they can contribute better. So let's do that. Let's do that right now. I think we will have to do that, this story like 3 times. So this is the second time. That means remaining one more after this. So here we go. To those of you that are coming late, they said, let me take you back to senior high school, 2003. I had the best friend at that time, Timothy, but we call him Timo. We were in the same house, different classes, but we study our subject together. We eat together and we do mischief together. I was known to be very notorious in that year. Timothy, my friend, on the other hand, was a bright boy, very intelligent, and was even a part of the award-winning science team. He always used to help me with core mathematics, especially as that was my weakest point. Now fast forward to WAEC exam. I sat down behind the mathematics paper, shaking and sweating. I was very close to having a panic attack as I was getting too nervous. I could literally do nothing. The second do nothing in the second section of the paper. I turned to my right, as always, to Timo for help. He, on the other hand, looked very relaxed and has even ordered for an extra sheet of paper. I whispered to my friend for help. But funny enough, Timothy for once did not even turn to look at me. I was utterly disappointed in myself for relying solely on this guy. Now I had no idea how I was going to finish this paper. My best friend had totally neglected me, and it was something I was never going to forget. I should have just studied on my own and not rely on him, I said. We left the exam hall. We headed straight to our house. When we approached, he told me that he himself was not having it easy as well, and that was the reason why he did not answer me in the exam hall. That was a blatant lie. When the results came in, Timothy had straight A's, while I had an E. But funny enough, 10 years later, I turned out to be a finance manager in a reputable company in Accra. First, to be a finance manager, that means now, after going to the university and everything, then he became so good in mathematics himself. Because if you are not good in mathematics, when it comes to finance, accounting, if you are not good at it, forget it. He said, what is even more interesting is that Timothy ended up as an account executive at a struggling agency. Joe, we gave him a name, Joe, who got E in the WAEC, who have E in the WAEC, became a finance manager in a big company in Accra, Ghana. While Timothy, who got A's in the WAEC, his friend, did what? End up as an account executive at a small company. I'm not disrespecting all account executives, neither am I encouraging exam malpractice, but Timothy was one of the brightest prospects from our school. and we all expected him to be either a CEO or a managing director at a big time company. I met him on my way to work one Monday morning in traffic. He was driving a 2012 Toyota Corolla with a woman in the front seat, whom I expect to be his wife. We exchanged pleasantries while I sat in my home BMW S5. We took each other's numbers and drove off. It was nice meeting him, but I could sense he was very, very, very proud of me from the word he used. I mean, who wouldn't? I became very successful. Timothy called me and complained about how his job does not pay much. He begged me to help him with some connection to one of the companies I work with. I need an assistant at my workplace. I think you can fix that role, I told him. He screamed on the phone, and I lose count how many thank you I got from him. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, my friend, thank you, thank you, thank you. I discussed with my HR manager, and we arranged for a lucrative salary for him. He started working immediately. Since he is an intelligent person, he was able to pick up fast and immediately became abreast with the job. I usually made him handle everything while I took some days off. He became a very effective assistant, and once again our friendship rekindled. Everyone started to grow fond of Timothy. He was very intelligent and quickly slot into every situation that is needed. People began to ask him for all sorts of solutions, and he also became our managing director favorite employee. I started getting jealous of him. The managing director started having conversation with me about promoting Timothy to another department. Can you hear? To another department. For he thought Timothy was being underutilized. A few weeks after the lockdown, I took a 10-day leave of absence from work to get away from all these office shenanigans that COVID came with. I handed over everything to Timothy to take charge of my duty until I returned. It was just 3 days. You see, he took a 10 days leave. He handed everything to his friend Timothy. I said, Timothy, please take charge of all my duties as his assistant while until I return. He said, just 3 days into my leave, when I got an email from the board of directors asking me to make an impromptu return to the office to assist the auditor with some issues. Luckily, I didn't leave town, so I made it just the next day. The moment the meeting started, they started querying me on some shady financial deal that I have done in the past. It came as a total shock to me. How did they have access to all this information? I thought to myself, I won't lie, I know that I am not a saint. I have been embezzling some funds into an unknown saving account which I had access to for many years now. Timothy has dug up into my file and email as a self-elected auditor and private investigator and handed them over to the auditors. After my 10 days leave was over, I returned to the office. Obviously, I wasn't expecting things to go so well. The very first thing I saw shook me to death. Timothy was seated at my desk with his name printed on the name tag on top of the desk, which I used to have my name on it. So apparently, I have been replaced with Timothy, and he is now the acting financial manager for the company. Timothy said, sorry bro, there was an internal audit and I had to release all this information to them. He said, my friend, you took a wrong time to go on a leave. Those were his words to me. And I immediately bounced on him and started delivering some punches. I was quickly escorted out of the building like a common criminal. I have been very in thought lately, very dangerous thoughts. The guy who betrayed our friendship in school betrayed me again. The guy I gave a second shot to, the guy that I literally trained to be the one who he is today, has betrayed me. How cruel could some people be? I thought. Bro code meant we always stick together as brothers. Very true. I am currently sitting on my bed with a knife next to me. But I'm sending this out there to anyone who can help me get these dangerous thoughts out of my head first. I am not a murderer. How do I also get my life back on track? No company will want to work with me with this bad record I have now. How do I fix this broken bed? We really appreciate Mrs. Adenike Moses and Shivers International for their input on this topic, on this story. One, this guy that we are reading his story, I said we gave him a name. His name is going to be Joe. His friend's name, on the other hand, is Timothy. He already know himself. Ní o ti dájú ara ẹ̀ nínú story. First, he said he knows that exam malpractice is bad. But as a best friend, as a body in school, in secondary school, especially you have friends and everything, they don't share everything together. And when you are inside the exam, number 11, o ti fẹ́ sápá mi lórí sáré sọ fún mi, ó kéré ni, á dáa fún mi, ọ̀rọ̀ àkọ́, àṣẹ́dẹ̀. You know, it has been helping him for so long. So, at the last minute, that was when they were having their WAEC. He didn't even help him. He didn't even look at him like, okay, ṣe sùúrù. I'm coming, let me help you, but let me finish my work. To be sincere, Timothy didn't do a bad thing. Because it has happened to me. I remember when we went for the CNA examination, the first time I took that exam, when you are being too nice in an exam hall, it's going to hurt you. That I learned very fast. At that exam hall, I was doing my distance. I was the youngest. Àwọn àgbààgbà ló wà mí lọ tó jù mí mọ̀. We are doing certified nursing assistant this thing. Okay, ma. I taught almost everybody. And when it was time for me to finish my own, I didn't do anything. I was not able to do anything. So the second time that I went for that exam, I said, hold on. I finished all my own. After finishing, and I started passing out the answers. So it's not that it's wrong for Timothy to concentrate on his own work first, but at least look at your friend. He didn't even look at his friend. Even though you are not going to teach him in that examination, tell him, alright, go and study. Or come, like Chibe said, let's sit together, let's study this thing together. So that at the end of the day, you will not relying on me. But he didn't even look, all those friends, now people want to like you are sitting with a stranger and you are kind of shocked.
Let me tell you. You see that Timothy? He's a wicked boy. Because already, number one. And you see, many people, they don't like that. It's good to say the truth.
True.
Like now, if you do the work, you have been saying it. That is not bad.
True.
To make you to button up. You understand? Not that he will not assist you. But to make you to when I've been telling you, we'll do maybe my study. Also, alright, you are sleeping. Don't back the needle hall. You know, you will be saying it to him as a friend.
True.
It's not good to just left him
like that. He didn't even turn. It was like
even to say, alright, wait. Let me finish. Even though he maybe I don't know, maybe you tell him to study well. I've told you to study well. I beg, wait, let me finish. Ọlọ́ba bàtẹ́jẹ́. Àìní gbòòdó àwọn méjèèjì. Wait. You do when you finish, you can say, okay. You may finish and write something that you want to write. Because I remember when we go to Awopeju, I do my visit to Awopeju. You know Yoruba something. There is one girl that always write. I say, wait. If you see how we are writing in that hall, you know how they are doing it in Nigeria. If you see how we are writing in that hall, who will tell you? And there's some youngest one because I finished like 4 years, 3 years before I come to Odo, I will take that one. And you know, small boys now. Just do it together. Sure. But there is a girl that know too much. But I believe he doesn't have anything. After he believe that he know too much. So a friend in need is a friend indeed. When you are a friend, let me tell you, don't be nice to her like me and you. No, I'm not nice to you. You are not nice to me. I'm not nice to you. Most of them, you want why buy me there? Just consider me in the buy shit. You're gonna head. That is a friend. Emma pretend that is what is killing us. Don't, if you are friend, let's hurt ourselves. Let's know ourselves. Don't pretend that I love you. I may love you, but there is some things that as a human being, let's do it and show our character. Don't hide your character. That is what I hate. Know my character. That character be lele yo. That is no wickedness. We are human beings. But if you are pretending that, now the boy hurt him very well. Sure. Because assuming that you have been telling him, you know there's some kind of that will tell you that maybe they are playing. Just go back and study you. I will not show you. Let me study. You Joe, you can't just relax because when you happy, that is what is happening in us. When people help you in exam, after you finish, is it the one that will help you in office? True. But I believe that later he realized that let me study hard. He may study hard and know that thing more than the person that taught him. Yeah, true. That is life. Thank you so much, ma. Let me comment. Okay, ma.
Yes, ma. Joe also made some mistake. Even in working place, you have to have God for forgiveness. Why will you embezzle money where you are working? You know, assuming he did not do what he did, they will not have sacked him in the place of work, even if his friend is trying to manipulate or something. Assuming he cover all his track, you do what you are supposed to do. That teaches us a lesson that anywhere we find ourselves, we must do all things that we are supposed to do. We must not let them find any fault any fault that can tarnish our image. Why will you embezzle money in a place that you are working? Why will you do such a thing? That means you don't have the fear of God in you. So I also want to advise him to go and seek for forgiveness from God. That God should forgive him. Assuming he did not do what he did, they will not have fired him in the place of work. Even if his friend is trying to manipulate or do something, they will see that he's working on it, that Joe is truthful at work. But what he did, embezzling money, that is a big offense. Yeah. So I think that you should ask God for forgiveness also. Thank you.
You have said it already. He said I'm not a saint. Yeah, he said it already. Let me tell you, see that Timothy. He can do such things, but because he knows everything that they are doing. I remember the time that my husband, when he went to go and do IT in Akure, after, is it not what he did? Before Asian. He said he went to Akure and they have spoiled all the. It's because he's going back to do Asian. If they wanted to detain him. When he came, you see, when the person left and they bring him as doing IT there, then he do some things, you know, as a student and doesn't know what is happening. They just want him to correct the mistake that is. So when he correct everything, he didn't met the man there. The man have already left, and he see many things. Even up to those people that are still calling him up till now, those people that work there, and later after he finished the IT, He doesn't want to stay. But he believe that after he finish HND, he will see better job. No need of you see that kind of things. I know that Timothy and the Joe, they have mistake. You don't have to embezzle money like that. And as a friend, you don't have to expose him because he's the one that
brought you there.
But because of the enviness is there, the envy and the wickedness is there. And then I didn't blame that Joe that he didn't thinking that maybe he may think that the life is secondary slide. That is a secondary slide, like that is kids that yes, you didn't even take it like that. Like somebody that you see long time ago, you know, you overjoy and you believe that now, thank God I'm making it. That is mistake. Some people are making it, they believe that mistake that thank God, God has blessed me. You know, there's a more to worship to Ọlọ́run a ní ṣé mo rán iṣẹ́. Because if people say, why do you bring him there? I didn't blame him.
Of course.
Assuming that he still have way to come to that company.
Tí o ṣe pé ọ̀rẹ́ ló mú wá bẹ̀.
And you do there is some things that you do it. Ohun tó àṣẹlẹ̀. Mo believe that Joe will share well lóje. Because if you didn't do bad in that office, no matter how that person will do, God will back you up. But because of a sin, that little sin, you know what? Ṣe kékeré, ajẹ́kí pàǹkúté yẹn. Ọlọ́run ní pé God is finding a way to catch you, and the night is a friend that he used to catch you. So as you said, you have to go and pray for forgiveness.
Let me read the comments so that we won't put our viewers in one spot. Let's see.
Yes.
Mr. Olabisoye Bukunjo, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. He said, I don't know my enemies though. I know I have them a lot. Well, I won't be human if I don't have enemies. Because that would mean all my friends are lying to be my friends. I have a pretty good amount of friends, majority of whom are males. Females are dramas. I can't say my female friends are drama, but they sometimes are. He said, I prefer to say that I have associates instead of friends. I prefer to say I have haters instead of enemies. He said it was this former neighbor of mine that was getting close to me when I was new in the area, Ogun State. His gists were mostly about bad-mouthing one person or the other. There was a day she was bad-mouthing a lady. We just say hello to. Then it's down on me that someone that will speak ill of others to me will definitely speak ill of me to others. Another annoying thing about him is that if he gives you 5 naira, the way he broadcasts it to anyone who cares to listen, one would think he gave you 5 million.
5 million.
I had to cut him off. He said once beaten, twice shy. He shouldn't have given that friend a second shot. He should have cut it off. He's a friend and not a brother. Even there are people that cut family ties when it is not working. Very true. He said, I used to tell people something that never be too quick to trust a friend. Let him prove to you how trustworthy he is. He did it to you in secondary school. Now that you guys have a job, he did it again. If he was given the second chance, another chance, he will still do it. There are people you call to come and eat. They will hold your hands and prevent you from eating till you die of hunger. Very true.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Thank you so much, sir.
Who is a friend? Who is enemy? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Who is a friend?
Who is an enemy?
Who's an enemy?
An enemy is a friend, right?
An enemy is a friend.
Then a friend,
Friend is
an enemy.
Yeah. Let me tell you. It's difficult. Somebody that doesn't know you to be your enemy.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
True. Is your friend?
Is your friend is your enemy. That's
they know more about you.
They know more about you. They know everything about you, and they are your friend is your enemy. That's it. That's the cocoa. But let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me tell you. All these friends that we are looking, this is a friend, this is a friend. but nobody is going to write it on top of his head that I'm your enemy. You understand? But you call all of them friends. But you that are friending with somebody, you have to open your eyes, know his character. And let me tell you, if you look at me very well, my wife knows it very well. Immediately that I have maybe 2 to 3 days with you, I already know you. If I can cope with you, I will know. If I cannot cope with you, I will just reverse back. You understand? Because they have seen a lot in my life. They always turn against me. Friend, they always turn against me. That is it. And me to have a friend now is difficult for me. We will look at it when we go to Nigeria. I told one of my friends that I did not go to anywhere when I was in Nigeria because I did not have any friend. I don't want to have friends because they are your friend. They are also your enemy. Your friend may turn out be your enemy tomorrow in an hour. That's the main thing. When you are keeping the friend, open your eyes, watch out very well, and don't. Let me tell you, this is the important most of it. Don't open a wound for your friend to see. What do I mean by a wound? Don't open yourself. Because today it may be your friend. Morning it may be your friend. In the afternoon it may be your enemy. Today it may be your friend. Tomorrow it may turn out be your enemy tomorrow. If you open your yansh, if you open your wound for him to see, that means he's already got you. But don't open it.
But let me tell you.
That's it.
As you said, it's not good to open a yansh too much for. I believe that if you are my friend now, before I open a yansh to you, I believe that if you say that thing on my back, they are going to cause, if it's a real people, that me and you now that I told you this is what I'm passing through. This is what I'm passing through. You know, there is something that he told you.
Yeah.
As a you are I know that I senior you very well. But I take you as my sister. That's what I always say is I don't have friends. Everybody is my friend. But I take you as my sister, as my second. And I believe that if you tell me something, I begin to say it outside, is a shame to me. And there is some things that I'm going to tell you.
Let me tell you, that is you. Some people, they are your they came as your friend, but they are your enemy. They are not going to tell you that I'm your enemy. Themselves don't know that they are your enemy. But when they are hurting you, anybody that hurting you is your enemy.
If you are my friend, maybe I do something that your character. That's I always say it. If you see my character and say, "Mommy, Papa, that is not, you are not killing me. You are not my enemy." Because what is that your character? I'm saying it. You are not killing me, but something that will hurt me, that will kill me, and something that I did not do. Or you see where I want to prosper,
Then you go and block me.
you go and block it. That is an enemy. But when you are character now that you see that husband can talk about wife, you see, I told you, Favor and his dad will just sit down and they will talk about that is my character. That is your character. You don't have to be annoyed, but maybe that is your character. But something that you did not do, if they say it, they are killing you. That is murder. When something that you did not do, they are murdering you.
Even you, okay, let me tell you. Even you do it, but you share it with your enemy. It's going to hurt you with that. Do you understand that?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
The thing you are not supposed to tell people that I did this, and you tell your friend that is your enemy, it's going to hurt you.
There is some things you don't tell people.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Even your mommy.
That's what I'm saying.
Even your husband.
Before you
Can't, because you know if this thing leak out, it's going to hurt me. I don't need to say it. I keep it to myself.
True.
That is my secret. Even though you are kidding, there is something I know that is going to help me. But maybe I'm sick now or something I'm passing through. If you say it outside, that is your business. That's what I'm saying. There are some things that will hurt you as an enemy. And there is a character. Let me tell you, friends together, we are friends in that. Maybe as we are doing that, people will not say, that is my own. I say it because if it's my sister, it's going to, you know, I have junior sister. I take it like that. That is not your business. If you say it, that is not your business. But if I'm doing something to you good, maybe I'm giving you this, and you only want connecting as in some friends, then you don't. That is an enemy again. That it's here to come one more as a friend.
Let me come in.
Hold on, sir. Let me read people's comments. I understand we all have a lot to say. Mr. Olafisere said there are people you call to come and eat, and they will hold your hand and prevent you from eating till you die of hunger. And he said Joe is not sincere. If he is sincere, he wouldn't have embezzled the company's fund. Very, very true. I think in the case of Joe, it's true. He knows he did bad. He knows, he said, I did bad. He said it was in the past, I did it and everything. But what is his concern right now is that, you know, my friend, ẹni tó yẹ ká sọ pé kó wá jẹun, kó wá dìyàn lọ́wọ́ mú, ẹni tó yẹ pé we went through so many things together. Even if he found out, okay, hey, ọ̀rẹ́, gbà tí mo ṣe àwọn kankan mo rí pé o embezzle owó, as a friend, as a brother to a brother, that's what I'll call it. Ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀yẹ kó pè pé, hey, ọ̀rẹ́, while I was doing some so things, I found some things. If you've done it before, better stop it. If you are doing it now, better stop it because I will expose you. You know? But in this case, in this story, you can see that Joe is full of, Timothy is full of envy
and jealous,
pride, jealousy, wickedness. Because I was trying to think I'm trying to be in his shoe, and I was like, okay, he was thinking, ẹni tí mo ń kọ́ ní school, èmi gan tó yẹ pé mo mọ̀ owó tí mo smart and everything, ṣé mi ni màá máa ṣe assistant ní ọ̀dà kò jọ. So when he was receiving all this lesson, when he came to that company and Joe was teaching him, do it this way, you do this way, you do this way, you do this way, and he was teaching him, okay, báyìí ni wàá ṣiṣẹ́ and everything. Ó ti already rò, it's already planned. You know, that thought too, mi máa bá yé ẹ̀ jẹ́ ní kíní, at the end of the day, ibi tó ń jókòó sí èmi ni màá jókòó sílẹ̀. Because how can somebody go on a leave just for 3 days? He went on a leave for 10 days. Within 3 days, they call him back. Hey, you have a query. Why, Shay? So he was waiting. He even told him to his face that, bro, you took a wrong time to go to this leave. Can you believe it? Ẹni tí o kò wá dáadáa fún, he wants to take everything. Kò tẹ̀ fẹ́ kó ṣẹ́kù fún. And the other be like the one you have just said right now, when we asked you to say something about it. Ọ̀rọ̀ dàbí ẹni tó yẹ kó ti fún yàn tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. Ó ti wò báyìí, èmi ni mo ń tọ́jú ẹni yìí, mo ń ṣe mo wá fún ní and everything. Then nǹkan wá yíwọ́. The table turn. And ẹni tó ń fún tẹ́lẹ̀ ló wá fún ẹ. Inú ẹni yẹn ò lè dùn. Because there are some people, their sentiment, wọ́n ṣe ń think is beyond this world. Wọ́n ti bí èṣù. So, ní ọkàn ẹ̀, ó fẹ́ máa fún ẹni yẹn jẹ ni kó ṣàṣòro ló máa fún kí ní ẹni yẹn kó má rí ṣe, kó má tiẹ̀ rí ṣe. The moment the table turns, he was not happy about it. He was not happy. A 2012 Toyota Corolla compared to BMW US5 ọ̀nà ẹ̀jì. And
Which are
as for
not
Joe,
it's from secondary school.
no,
This is secondary school thing.
no.
Okay, people that we are secondary school, maybe in my village. Now they are saying this is secondary school for God's sake. People let people change their mentality.
Let me tell you something.
Let people change their mentality. My destiny is different from you, even though you are having A.
Let me tell you something. You know, when you know people from a secondary school, and after 10 years, and you saw him back,
It's not.
Let me tell you,
It's out.
I'm coming. Let me tell you, the thing that this guy is doing in 10 years,
You don't know.
don't let me tell you, he still continue to do it. Fact. Let me tell you, sorry.
Hey, I'm telling you, why are you jealous that maybe I prosper? You don't know who helped me?
And he doesn't want him to prosper from the beginning. Because any new exam okay, this final exam, one level the down and make it was successful and you just turn your back on him. Show that
you know when you are treating topic, your senses will be open. Because when I read this book, your sense, your mentality, because as you are doing you don't know. Because you are doing from your heart. And when you're local in your role.
And also it's not even about this story only. In this story, only so many segments. Branches be so long. For example, I said, alright, I called you. Well, then need business idea, buy. You have money, right? Well, then need buy. But yeah, can she buy? Can you help me? Can you help me with that this thing? Your money, no one and everything. Then you now took down my business idea. Everything from A to toe, you must analyze it.
Because I don't have money.
Because I don't have money.
Let me tell you something. Possible. Kó jẹ́ pé òun àti ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn wọ́n ti jọ discuss nípa all this fraud.
And everything before.
You understand?
I'm not sure because he said that he know that he's not sent. Assuming they discuss about it, I believe they could have written it.
They didn't discuss about it.
They didn't discuss.
He was waiting for the perfect time and he got it.
Yes.
So, dig. You know, see.
Because when they discuss it, instead of blowing him, they say,
the point that is there is that do not trust anybody.
True.
You understand? Do not trust anybody, especially Africans. You understand? Because the eagerness, what is going on in the country, what is going on in Africa, ó ti pọ̀ jù. Ó wá ń jẹ́ kí nǹkan tí if you don't have the mind before gan, you with the suffering that is on ground, with the tithe that is on ground, it will force you to do what you are not supposed to do.
You understand? There's one story I told you in Nigeria. And I still repeat the mistake some 3 times. I've forgotten what happened that time. That person do to me. That I don't know if is how I gave her advice. It's not because of pastor. That immediately I come because of my heart. God knows my heart. We are human beings, no? If not because of my heart, God sees that I said it not in a pride way. I said it's God. And I don't know that you say, Shalom, that is your way, Baduranda. When I say it's God, it's only God can do it. And I don't have anywhere to go. It's God that answered my prayer. Immediately I went to church. We are praying, serious praying, and I'm praying. What I'm praying is to go and meet my husband. When the vision came out, and the pastor said, Kawa, Chichi. Kilo advice, allow advice. Mo dress in our 3 days. But in more money. Most people to this end, when we reached my house, I told my mother-in-law. He said, Yami. And everybody began to pray for me because I was crying. Because even I gave that person something. I said, it's only God will do it. You see that time that it's only God. I don't know.
If somebody want to be your enemy, it's going to be your enemy. Even ó kàn jẹ́ t-shirt just only t-shirt ló wọ̀ á dẹ̀ fi da enemy ẹ̀ á ní kí ló wọ̀ báyìí. You understand? The problem is that be careful
who you interact with.
that is it. And before you interact with, before you say this is my friend, please go around and check him up very well. Báwo ni wàá ní ṣe rí? Báwo ni wàá ní ṣe rí? And then wọ́n fúnra ẹ ronú mo fi àwọn kankan tẹ̀sí ẹ̀ ṣé ní bá fi ọ̀rọ̀ sẹ́nu ẹni ṣé kò ní jò lẹ́nu ẹ̀ gbogbo yẹn ló yẹ kó ṣe. And then yàtọ̀ sí yẹn kì í ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ kì í ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀.
Thank you so much for that. Kì í ṣe gbogbo aṣọ la máa ń sá sóòrùn.
Yeah.
Because Terry, I think the mistake we humans always do is that we put people in place where God is supposed to be. Ọlọ́run ló yẹ kó wà ní that position pé he said cast all your burdens to him. But we cast all our burdens to human being. Àwọn kan tó yẹ ká sọ fún Ọlọ́run tó ṣe pé ọ̀rọ̀ ìkọ̀kọ̀ secret, God, you see me. I know I've done this mistake. Father, please help me. I'm telling it to you. The moment you tell it to people, you are not supposed to tell it to. Because ó ń dùn lénìí ni. Tó bá ń dùn, ìrìnàjò ṣe ń rẹ́rìn and everything. Tomorrow, àmọ́ ọkọ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Òun làwọn Yorùbá dẹ̀ máa sọ wípé ogún ọmọdé kò lè ṣeré fógún ọdún. It's impossible. If there are 20 in number, ẹyọ kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n á máa gbọ̀n. Ó kálukú á máa ṣe tí a bá tiẹ̀ lọ.
But Ejo, what is a secret?
There is no secret.
Ejo, what is a secret? I believe maybe to my journey.
I think it's
no,
maybe what you are so embarrassed to share.
Okay, I'm so embarrassed to hear. Okay, now maybe something is bothering me. Maybe I have a sickness in my body, for instance, and that thing is. But then there is some things you don't tell God only that you can tell human being.
Yeah, it's true. Because sometimes your heart, and you just want to voice it out.
Yeah, to relieve you. There is some things that you are tired of saying it in a koro. It seems like maybe God is not coming to you face to face to tell you that you want to release it to your friend. Kini shame me o. But I believe when I tell you kini shame me o, tu o so ni ye kini akpele apada shie.
I think
because I believe that is a friend, my sister. Okay, money be inu can't do me. Ti pa tu tin do me mo dey worry, no dey shaking. I told you now wa gbe lo de mama da lohun. Maybe o ti ṣàṣẹ́wó tán, maybe òun ló jẹ́ kí inú dùn. Mama, maybe o ti ṣe kíní kan, wọ́n ló kíní kan. Kasoka. That is what I ask you. What is a secret? You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm hearing you, ma. Can I say something, ma?
Say something.
Yeah, I want to tell people that before you choose your friend, you should know the type of person you are calling a friend. You should be able to study the person very well before you can say, this is my best friend. I don't think that my husband, sometimes he used to be unhappy when he says that this is mommy, no, this is what is happening to me, or this is what my friends did to me and I'm not happy. I'll say, why are you bothered? Honey, èèyàn mama èèyàn tó ti rí ti pẹ́ ò mọ irú ìwà tó tún ṣì wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mọ́. So má jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá ṣe nǹkan sí ẹ, má jẹ́ kó dùn ẹ́, because ẹ ti fira yín lẹ̀ ti pẹ́, even if you are even close, ó ní pé èèyàn má jẹ́ kó bother. As I have, if anybody did anything to me, if somebody do something to me, I'm not bothered, because mo mọ̀ pé èèyàn ẹlẹ́ran ara ni gbogbo wa.
You can my sister, even a pastor. Even let's just say people that they don't have the Holy Spirit. Then you say, what do you call a friend, a secret? Because secret because anybody to only say secret. Even a pastor that you come together and say this is what happened. Even the secret, my belief that you say you don't hide secret from pastor and doctor.
Your doctor.
I believe that the doctor is still have secret. But pastor, they are going to say it on pulpit.
Doctor is still okay.
He's still even okay. But immediately you left the church.
That's going to be.
He's going to apart from you say friend, I want to Mr. Falego. You say friend. Friend, they want to move, that they can just say anything. They can just say,
No.
you don't have to be annoyed. What of those people? They say they are.
Let me say something. Not every pastor that is bad. You understand? Not every pastor that is bad. Some of them are really good, are honest. Like I always say, I always say it in this platform. If you meet Pastor Amos in Ondo, no, at least I've give at least 2 to 3 people so that they can make something done for them. He's doing great. Honesty is full of is there. Everything is when you say something to him, it's gonna be on his mind. He's gonna be bother him too. That why this thing is happened to this person. You understand? We still have some people that is very honest, that is very good, but
they are few.
But they are few.
How
But
do you know that when this one disappoints you?
No.
This
Yeah.
one disappoints you.
Okay, let me tell you.
You don't have that.
I'm coming. Okay, at least as I'm saying now, I've already, if I count it, disappointment that I've seen in human being, let's say about 30 to 50. Did I not meet my Pastor Amos? We met.
Yeah, that Pama you said, when you say you have been saying it, I say, even people, there's some positive sometimes say, 30 people, maybe 5 people have said this man is good. Is it only you? I'm going to try that man. That person that you say that is Ashawo, because I remember that the time that I'm leaving one place, they said, don't move with this girl. If Ashawo as a body again. I say, who told you that I'm a saint? Because I did not wear earring. Wearing earring is not from my heart. I want to wear earring because of where I'm living. Don't say that I will play with that guy. And I see that girl is nice. More than those people that are claiming that they are innocent. I say, let me move closer to that person. As you said that one, I know not everyone, but sometimes when you go trust that person, there is somebody that you trust that this person cannot do this. I do. You say, well, kuku, may God help us.
I think
that's what I'm saying. What is a secret? What is an enemy?
Well, let's just let's put the story to this thing. The advice we all came up with is that the guy, there is still hope. He should not be
there is. I don't know what happened. Maybe people, maybe the identification. We have to treat this thing because again because I answer me to the answer. Don't tell me long.
Okay.
Because me too, as you said that one, I can still fall into that mistake again. I didn't blame that Timothy. I didn't blame him. Let me tell you, Nuje. Even there is some people that will say, Timothy fool. Even your husband, there is something I will not mention it here. The later I call him because you said this. Why are you doing this? He said, Kikuku sheko, òun ló pa wá lọ.
Then we
there are some people that you say
are not supposed to have
people ṣe mi bí ìṣìbọ̀tì. Kì í ṣe tọ́lọ́run.
And they begin to hurt you more.
Ṣé wọ́n ṣe?
Listen. The problem is that you know that this person is devil.
Yeah.
You know this person is devil. But Bible said you should not be love your enemy. You understand? If the person come to you and he said he needs so something, that one is not you have to do it for him. If you have it. But what I'm saying is that giving to him is not a big deal. But know what you are going to tell him. Know your relationship with him. That's what I'm saying.
I want to ask you something. But Luja, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
You will do that kind of mistake that this person do. This Timothy, maybe you could have forget those people. Maybe in high school. Maybe man, I know. And you have an opportunity for one place, you will call that person come and
Yeah, if let me tell you, I can do that. But but now I have a lot of experience.
Maybe
And the experience that I have is the one that leading me now. I don't let me deceive you.
I know.
Hey,
That's why Baba Shemu, there's this adage, somebody said, once beaten, twice shy. If you have a friend that you say you call your friend and gbogbo rere téèyàn ṣe fún wọn tó jẹ́ pé ibi náà fi ń sán, that means God has exposed. Don't run. Ọlọ́run ti fi ẹ́ hàn wọ́n, put you in his palm.
There is one thing.
The only thing you can do is that máa fún lóúnjẹ.
There is only one proverb that they used to say that do that thing to the enemy so that the head will be upon. I don't know how they put it.
Like, if they come to you, give them.
It's like a hot fire. I don't know how they. When I see that in the Bible,
yeah. So, like we said, we are still going to retreat this topic next week Thursday again, because most of the people are not here.
Yeah.
We need you. We need comment, because ọ̀rọ̀ iná pè ní ó sọ́sún ni lẹ́nu ó buyọ̀ sí. How? Kí ni èèyàn máa ṣe? Because if
what is a friend? What is enemy?
Just true. Of course, 10 years ago I would still help you that. Okay, má bọ̀ wá jẹun. And there are some people that are doing it. Even though tọ́mọ̀ wípé this ibi iṣẹ́ tí mo ti ń ṣe is paying really well. Even though you are looking for work. Even though you are crying,
okay.
Me or my Michelle, they will never take you to them.
Look. If I play with somebody, let's say I have a long time friend, and I know the friend is bad with character, and I have a space that I have a company, I have a big company, and I have maybe we have some space. I have to know the actual space that I'm giving to people like that. Not in terms of money or in terms of so. Because you yourself belong to the place. You understand what I mean? That's something. I'm not saying you should not help them. Help them, but know what you are doing. That's what I'm saying. Know what you are doing.
But there should be a limit.
But that Timothy and Job, I believe that Timothy did not show his real character.
True.
They are playing and they are friends, tight friends. They know that this is the Okwi cinema.
This is a pretender.
Hey, he did not show. I believe that they are close friends. That is what I said. That Job, I did not blame him. He believed that we have been playing so close, and this is the thing that he do last. I believe that when you see again Omobuku, how people used to play. Omobuku that one, you can play that, but you don't know what is in his mind.
Thank you so much, everybody. Like everybody suggested, we'll be doing this topic again because we need everybody. We need all hands on deck. We want you to please advise us because we only so please, this topic we are revisiting it again, and I will be pasting it. I'll try and paste it on the list so that people can contribute. We need your contribution because we need help.
What is enemy?
So
and what is a friend?
What is an enemy? Who is an enemy and who is a friend? So that is going to be our next topic on Thursday, next week Thursday. So please be prepared. Thank you so much. Like I said, if you remember last Thursday, we did some recharge card from 1 to 20. Some people won some. So today, I'm not going to say the number. The people I want to share our number for Connibe and everything. Just try. Say a number. If that number is here, I will open it, call it out, and whatever it says is yours. So if you are here, pick a number. Àti ṣe lára ẹ̀ is 1 to 20, but wọ́n ti pick lára ẹ̀ ní last Thursday. So now we are left with some number. I will not call the number. Just try. Let's go. Let's go. Kò sí time. Ayé ti lọ. Oya. Let's see. Send your number in, everybody. Send your number in. At least we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards.
Wow.
I won't say 8 cards. 8 papers over here. Because some doesn't have anything, then you have to like try again. But what number? Pick a number. Unless maybe I should take the photo.
14.
14. Yeah, number 14. Good job. Number 14. Oh, Mr. Raymond Ebenezer, number 14 says try again. Try again. That one is gone. Try again.
Try.
Yeah, we said that number 14
Yeah,
says try again. Mr. Olafisoye, we could pick number 2. Number 2. 200 naira recharge card. Keep trying because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards remaining.
The person that they is he going to try again?
You can try again.
Okay, try again.
Yeah, number 14, Mr. Raymond.
Just say another number.
Just say another number. Number 14, there's nothing in it.
Okay, 25. How come we need 25? We don't have 25.
We don't have 25.
Try again. When my husband won, they're going to give him 19.
19.
So we don't have
number 19.
6.
We don't have number 6. Number 7, we don't have 7.
7.
We don't have number 6. We don't have number 7.
Try again. Yeah.
To help people, we have number 20 right here. Number 16, number 8, number 5, number 10, number 13. Again, number 20, number 16, number 8, number 5, number 10,
what are
number
the
11.
Available?
Yeah. Number 6 is not here. I said number 5, number 8, number 10, number 13, number 16, number 20.
Okay.
Number 10. Let's see.
Oh, number 10.
Oh, number 10 say try again.
Lord, this is Mr. Raymond. Try again.
Try again. Number 7, try again. It was not that. Well, he won the last time. Oh yeah, we are left with number 5, number 8, number 13, number 16, number 20. Number 5, number 8, 13. Number 10 is gone. He said try again. Number 7, try again. Nothing is there, sir. Mr. Raymond, there's nothing in that number 10.
5, 8, 13, 16, 20.
The number we have is 5, 8, 13, 16, 20. Number 5.
Try again later.
Good job. 500 naira.
Again, 500. Okay, try again.
Mr. Raymond, you can try again.
You have 500 already. You can try again. 8, 13, 16, 20.
Just keep trying, everybody. We have 8, 13, 16, 20. Yeah, you won. You won that number 5, Mr. Raymond. It's 500 naira.
What's he win?
You won number 5, sir. Number 5, you won 500 naira. This is it. 500 naira recharge card.
We ask you to choose another number again. Maybe you
Yeah.
can have another one.
So we have let me post it through Shiva's this thing. We have 8, 13.
16,
We have
20.
16 and 20. Okay, number 20. Number 20. Oh, try again. Try again. Number 20 said try again. Try again.
16.
So, oh, Mr. Lafisoye 16.
Yeah.
16.
One.
Oh, good job. 1,000 naira recharge
Wow!
card.
You remain 8 and 13.
You remain 8 and 13, no? We have 8 and 13 remaining. You. 8 and 13 remaining.
We're not giving you. We have 8 and 13.
8 and 13 remaining.
Okay, 13.
Mr. Lafisoye, number 13. 500 naira recharge card.
Oh, yeah. Raymond, choose 8.
Number 8. Okay.
8. Maybe try again.
Number 8, 500 naira recharge card.
Wow!
Good job, everybody.
Good job.
That's it. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Olafisoye, yeah, you won. Let's 1, 2. Okay, Mr. Olafisoye won 3 out of the 5 recharge card. Mr. Raymond won 2. So, good job, everybody. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We'll be sending it to you as usual. We really appreciate you. And don't forget, we're still going to be doing this. Yeah, you won it already, sir. This topic again because Africa, when you call advice more, we need more advice on it. So, please, we love you. We love you. Yeah, we already won it, number 13 and 8. Mr. Falashe, you came late. People already won that. All the recharge card. We have nothing less. You have to wait till next time. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Please make sure you do it. Make sure you share this program on your Facebook page, personal group. Share it to all the groups that you have so that they too can benefit from this program. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for always joining us. Thank you for being a family. It's not easy in Nigeria, but I pray it will always be easy for you in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you so much. See you again on Monday, 8 p.m. Nigeria time, 12 p.m. Pacific time. See you. Love you. Have a great weekend.